Hey guys, welcome to the update. I apologize, I know it's way overdue. I have not been keeping up my end of the responsibilities very much. I apologize. Life has just been crazy. I lost a grandfather recently, which, you know, I haven't put out to the Facebook or channel or anything, but that and just general life stuff has been nuts. So I want to make sure that I get this update out, that you find out what you've been supporting, what's been going on with the channel, and where we're going in the next little bit. So I'm not going to waste too much time. There's so much I have stuff spread out all around me right here. I'm not really sure what to start. I'll start with the next big giveaway. So the next big giveaway for 50,000 subs, I think I've decided that what we're going to do is we're going to go with the same format we did last time, where we'll have one main grand prize, but, you know, rather than have it be one big knife like we did last time, I'm going to go with the bug out bag idea. A lot of people have been asking me, what do you put in a bug out bag? What would you put in your bug out bag? You know, build a bug out bag, do a bug out bag video. My feelings on that is that there are some items that everybody should have in a bug out bag, but a bug out bag is actually a very personal thing. It is specific to your situation, where you are, you know, your region, your climate, your environment. So my bug out bag is going to be kind of a basics, maybe not the basics like just a few items, but it's not going to be a complete bag, because there are going to be things specific, you know, stuff that somebody that lives in Nevada and is going to bug out to the desert of Nevada is going to be very different than what somebody that lives in Vermont and is going to bug out to the forests of Vermont, you know, they're going to keep in their bags. There are going to be some things that you're going to need either way: food, shelter, fire, water. I mean, that's all kind of the same. It might be a little bit different how you find some of those things here and there, but those are all basic needs you're going to have wherever. The guy in Vermont, the guy in Vermont is going to have some different environmental needs, though, than the guy in the Nevada desert. And so that's why there's different, you know, I really feel that your bag needs to be assembled specific to you and what you're doing with it and where you're going with it. But there can be some basic items, a base level that you build off of, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take that bag. That bag is going to be the grand prize. I'm actually doing two bags, because somebody has recently contacted me, wants to pay me to build the bag for them. So I'll do that, and I'm going to be doing the two bags based on, you know, budgeting requirements and all that. One bag is going to be based off of this, and this is an outdoor products bag. Picked it up at Walmart, no big deal. But it's a decent bag for, you know, bug out purposes, the way it's all set up and everything. Now, that's the grand prize. We're going to do the same. I'm going to have a bunch of items, little higher end stuff for this one. I don't know how many items, but a bunch of items. And we're going to do the same giveaway. Carrie from Off Grid Knives, by the way, has contributed, all on his own, I didn't even ask him, contributed 3 of the rapid fire flippers for the giveaway, which is pretty awesome of him. He's a great guy. Really, really takes care of his company. So we got 3 of these guys in different finishes. And I really did like this knife when I looked at it before. We'll do the same, you know, 5 items that you can choose to be in on. And then we'll do this giveaway the same way. And you guys, with however many extra items you get based on your level, I want to find a way, though, to give you an extra little jump, too. So I'll work on that. So that's the giveaway. That's coming up. Next, okay, we got lights, we got custom stuff, we got knives, we got lots of knives. Let me say, we've got knives on the way from GearBest. We've got knives on the way from Buck and Bear. We've got knives on the way from QSP. I just don't have them here right now. They're still on the way. What do we have so far? Oh, well, okay. We've got, if you guys are familiar with Schwartz Knives, Schwartz Knife Maker, I jumped in on Nastrop onto a collaboration between him and, man, I can't remember, I'll put text, And Mastrop, they're making a knife called the Perpetua. It looks awesome. It's been so delayed, but it's the first production of it. It looks awesome. It should be shipped out within the next couple weeks. Can't wait to review that. Looks great. It uses Nitro V steel, which is a new kind of steel. Can't wait to check it out. Also, if you're familiar with Gavco knives, on Mastrop also got into a first production run of a new Gavco knife, produced in conjunction with, I think, I'm not sure, but called the Thresher, which looks awesome. I'll actually put links in the video description to both those knives so you can check them out, see what they're going to be before we get them. Really super exciting. Did I bring it with me? I did. So we're jumping all over the place here. Sorry. Okay. This is a pre-production model of a brand new knife from Off Grid. One of the comments we talked about with Carrie was people want to see their knives made of higher end stuff. And this is called the Black Mamba. He sent it to me for kind of review and testing. There's only 3 of these in the world right now. I have to give this one back. But this is premium titanium on the frame and the back spacer, M390 blade. This is awesome. I really, really like this little guy. What are you doing here? Sam decided she's going to be outside. I did not invite her. She is not a Patreon member. She's not entitled to this update.
Bullshit, I'm not a Patreon damn member.
Where's your monthly contribution?
Do I pay for it? Do we pay
She gives me some kind of favors now and then. So this knife is awesome. It will probably look 95% like this when it actually comes out. I've got a review though that's coming out really soon. Love this knife. I told him too. I think it's worth twice as much. He's trying to keep the price under $100. I said, you make a full-size 4-inch blade, I would take that to war with me. So see that coming out soon. It's so new they didn't have a proper box for it yet, so it's in the old Sea Dog box. Speaking of the Sea Dog, great knife from Off Grid. Just kind of, you can see kind of the family resemblance with the handle and everything. Did a review of this one just a little bit ago. It's in editing now. You'll see the review soon. This uses the standard, cryo-treated AUS-8 that Off Grid uses, but this is a little powerhouse of a guy. I really like this one too. So you guys will see that. This might find its way into the giveaway, I'm not sure. Might as well wrap up what we've got going on from Off Grid while we're at it. Got another little guy called the All Day Nano. A little small for my taste, honestly. But it is a nice knife. Now I got to read the specs on what exactly the frame is made of, but it's a very small kind of compact knife, frame lock. Great spring-assisted flipper with crowd-treated AUS-8 drop point. I mean, it's very, very nice. And it shoots out like a rocket. So we'll be looking at that. It's just, for those of you who like a little knife, just to have, either a spare or just a small carry. When they say nano, they mean nano, but G10 over stainless steel liners and such. But it's a very well-made knife. It's just very small. And then we're also looking at the Hawkeye neck knife, which he sent me one of before, and I never really finished the review of it. But now we have another one. So we'll be giving one of these away too. It's a really interesting kind of little hawkbill blade. So if you want to use this as a fighting knife there, karambit type deal, you can. Or just as a little utility blade. It's a very interesting feel to it. But I'll be testing that out. And yes, it comes with a little string. And then you've got the 3 rapid fire flippers, black, flat dark earth, and OD green. Oh, getting back to the bug out bag, this will be the field knife, the main knife. There's going to be a folding knife that goes in it too, for one of them anyway. I think the paid for bag is going to use someone that's a little bit higher end because that's what he wants, but I think that the Mora Companion is a great knife for a bug out bag just because it's simplicity and it's a knife that will not fail you. So throw this over there too. Have some older knives that have been kind of sitting around that I just never got around to do the reviews on. We have the Kershaw Reverb, which I just never got around to doing. So let's look at that guy real quick. I think I got this one from Mastrop. That's a little carbon fiber inlay there, sort of a, I'll call it a frame lock, whatever it happens to be, I don't know. It is a pain. It's a small knife, it's got a little clip, kind of a pain, but you know, standard Kershaw materials, nothing cosmic or high-end or super high-end, but it's a nice little knife. And then the Kershaw Swerve, which I'm pretty sure came to us in a box. I want to say barrel and blade maybe, but I could be mistaken. Again, standard Kershaw materials. Really interesting clip though, the way it goes in the side there, and screws, secures on top. It's got speed safe and everything. I've been meaning to review it. I just have not gotten around to it. So we'll be taking a look at that in the near future. A CRKT that I have forgotten all about too, and I really wanted to get to this sometime previous to this, is the VASP with its really cool flipper over there. Out of production knife, can't get it anymore, but it's got the a bearing system. It's got that, it's that really cool flipper that I like, and a very mirror shiny polished blade on it. So I really do want to get to this knife and talk about it. For no other reason than to just keep doing that over and over. But we're going to try really hard to get to this one really soon. This little guy, I don't even know where the box went. It was a plain white box. I got this a long time ago and I forgot all about it. And it was because the name was so crazy. It was like the Dancing Unicorn or something. I swear, some Chinese name. But, I got it because I had such a crazy name. And I was actually pretty impressed with the materials. You know, G10 scales, inset steel liners. It's got a PVD coated blade and everything. The flipper really needs a good flip to work, but it's an interesting knife and it's not too bad. It has been sitting around and you can see it's got some shelf life on it now. But I have not really tested it out or anything, so I definitely want to check this out, and we'll probably give this one away too. This is another knife that came from, fill in the blank, I forgot honestly right now. I just totally forgot off the top of my head. Never really did a review on it because I was not impressed with it at all, and I just didn't want to do the review on it, but I'll have to because they sent it. And they sent me some other stuff that is much better quality than this that, you know, we did review, but we'll get to it. I don't know if you guys remembered this. I think the same company sent it to me, and a lot of people were upset that it was a copy of a real maker's knife and they used his mark and everything. I found on Amazon once upon a time, yes, it's still a copy, but at least they put their original marking on it, and so it's, I mean, at least they're not trying to pass it off as the original one, right? That's just a side note. I've been using it to open boxes and stuff. We've got the Gerber Prodigy. It's in the LMF family. It's not an LMF. Now, everybody knows my feelings about Gerber, but we're going to give it a try, and we'll see. Interesting, partially rubbery handle, partially plastic, but you know, comes with a nice sheath though. Okay, kind of lost my place. I had to stop, plug the camera in for charging. I think we just did the Gerber Prodigy. So let's, another Gerber that I just forgot about. The Gerber Paralite. This little guy right here. I've had for a while. I totally forgot about doing the review on this. So it's champagne colored. Not sure how they do the ano on this or anything, but we'll take a look at this guy right here. So the knife company CIMA, C-I-M-A, they sent me 4 knives. 4 of them I consider completely ridiculous because they're CSGO, if you're familiar with that. Cut myself opening that knife right there. But this is what they sent me to look at. Here is the first one. Ooh. Here is, I think this is the only slightly normal one. No, this is not. This is actually just like a CSGO knife that we looked at before. It's just CIMA's version of it, but I mean almost identical to one that we did before. And then there's this one. Some of the younger folks and people that like this stuff are gonna go crazy over this. These will all be giveaway knives. I don't want to have anything to do with these things once we do the review on them. Alright, so it's cool because some people have wanted to see more CSGO and elemental type knives. I had seen on Amazon buying some other stuff, the brand CIMA. They contacted me, I mean unrelated to that, I'm just saying they contacted me, asked me if I'd be willing to look at a few of their things, and I was like, sure, how fortuitous, and then this is what they sent me. They did send me one more that's more of an actual knife that, you know, I would use. And it is this one. This little frame lock guy. Not top end at all. It is a budget knife, but at least it is a nice real knife rather than one of these, you know, peacock-looking CSGO knives. So we'll take a look at that sometime in the near future. I gotta tell you guys, I am getting offers from all over the place. I like some of the people that want me to review their stuff. Like I just got somebody that asked me if I'd be interested in a sample of a hammock swing to review on the channel, and while that would be really cool, I was tempted to say yes because, you know, I want a hammock swing, but, you know, integrity wise, I have no business reviewing a hammock swing on this channel. It doesn't fit in with anything we do here, and so I had to say, look, I'm sorry, there's probably somebody much better suited and a channel much better suited than mine for a hammock swing. This is something that I found on Amazon that I'm really interested in doing. Do you guys remember I had it, I don't know if I did a video on it or not. I had an Ontario, it was an Ontario fighting knife. It was Spec Plus, long. You'll see it in the video for this. I redid it, hydrographics, and made it like a flaming looking knife. Well, this is not Ontario. It is a copy of Ontario, but it is an interesting chopper. It's actually got a really nice feel and balance, and what I'd like to do is do a whole video the same way that I redid that Ontario and made it that flaming kind of knife. I want to do something very similar to this. Hydrographics, you know, with a nice Cerakote job on it, and then hydrographics on top of it and everything. So I think that'll be really cool, and we'll probably give it away. One of your own asked me if I had ever seen anything by Michael Hawk, and I said, you know, to tell you the truth, no, I had not, and they suggested I look into it. So this stuff is all discontinued now. So I found one on Amazon. They still exist, but it's like whatever they still have is what they have. So I got the Michael Hawk survival knife. I noticed something very interesting about it, and I'm not going to reveal it now. It's going to be kind of a surprise on the video. Michael Hawk, if you're not familiar, is a former Green Beret, both enlisted man and officer. Now he runs a lot of training, survival stuff, has his own line of products. Some knives that, I don't know if you guys see anything right here, it looks very familiar, but so we're going to look at this knife, compare it to some stuff, take a look at what he's got. ViperTech sent me something that is a little bit novelty, a little bit cool. Again, I'm not a ballet song guy at all, but let's see. No. People have been trying to instruct me on the proper way to open a ballet song. It's interesting. They call it a cleaver song. So I need to get more well versed in the world of the butterfly knife though, because people really want to see it. I ordered another Oerla because I was really impressed with the first Oerlas that I got and looked at. So they advertise this rescue knife. Very upset with it as a rescue knife. I'm actually not that upset with it as a rescue knife. It's just the blade is not rescue knife type. Well, I don't know. It's not bad. So now it's shiny, but I'm not worried about that because a rescue knife, you know, high visibility, that's not a problem. It's manual. It's not assisted. But that's not a rescue knife blade. It's just, it's not. Although on the one hand, a Tonto is a great shape for good piercing and tip strength. So if you did need to punch through an aluminum car or something, but I'm always thinking of what if you have to use this to cut something off of a patient or whatever. See the lock? Very similar to the way the Gerber rescue knife works. Now this system is excellent for big gloved hands to close your knife rather than try to get a big gloved thumb in on a liner lock. Well, all of a sudden it's not working. There we go. It was working. I just wasn't pushing the button hard enough. No, it's not. There it is. Is it? It is. Okay. But we'll be taking a look at this in the big rescue knife video that I'm planning to do. Well, good rescue knives, bad rescue knives. I really honestly haven't decided where I'm sticking this one yet in the lineup. One of your kind, one of the Patreon team, asked me to look at a steel wool knife before, and like when one of you guys asked me to do something, that's the top of my list, so I did it, and I was very impressed. And another viewer asked me about another steel wool knife, the Tenant, and based on my experience with the former steel wool knife, and I had a little extra money, I said, you know what, I will go ahead and get that. So this is the steel wool Tenant. I like it. I haven't done the full review yet. I've only filmed the unboxing portion so far. But steel wool so far has impressed me a lot. So we'll be taking a look at this and deciding what we're going to do with it after that. Are you guys familiar with the Higo no Kami? Traditional Japanese pocket knife. Very simple design, no frills, friction folder, does not lock. The real ones, the ones I have here, are made in Japan out of different kinds of steels. These ones are all SK5 steel. I've got 3 different ones, and you can see they are very, there's nothing fancy about an actual traditionally made Japanese Higo no Kami at all. But I love them for some reason. And they can be very expensive or they can be very, very cheap. It all means getting them from the right place. I found another one that is, it is not an authentic Japanese traditional knife, but it is traditional blade shapes, and this is a reproduction. But this is a 2-bladed, and I really like it. Actually, it's very simple. But I'm going to do a whole video on the Higo no Kami and its history and why you may or may not want to carry one. What it's good for, what it's not good for. But it's, you know, if made correctly by the traditional Japanese methods, it is a very good knife. Very simple, legal in a lot of places. They come in kind of large and small sizes. These ones are all actually from Japan. This one I actually got from Mass Drop. The other two I bought separately on my own. And then we'll look at some modern takes on the Higo no Kami as well, by a company called Katsu, who kind of specializes in them. Almost done with knives. Almost done with knives, guys. For the brothers and sisters across the pond, I have another Lansky World Legal Slip Joint to look at. I've not opened it yet at all, but you know I'm always on the lookout for those guys. And then Fast Tech, I mentioned them before. We've got some more knives from them to look at. So this is the original CH G10 version of that Kubi that I love so much. This is the D2 blade where the Kubi is in Aus 8. So we got that. We've got another CH, which I haven't really messed with at all yet. And again, it is D2, Jade G10, nice little liner lock knife. We'll get into this one. This is a little guy, but excellent materials. So D2 blade, anodized titanium. It's a very small little knife. Oop, you gotta. Alright, so it's not flipping very well right now, but this is by Fura. There we go. This will probably be a giveaway item. Some of the other ones will too. Just take a look at that. This one, the titanium loves to discolor with fingerprints on this one. I'll have to Windex it really well before the actual video. I already posted one of the CH knives up there. I don't know if I've made it public yet. Unfortunately, well actually, no, this one, okay. So there, again, Fast Tech is a distributor. This is a beautiful rat one with a carbon fiber, blue lightning strike carbon fiber scale. I mean, that's gorgeous. And of course, the rat one, you know, it is, I've actually taken this and used it a little bit. But the rat one is the rat one. It needs no introduction, and it is one of the greatest knives. I mean, for a budget knife, it is fantastic. And look at that beautiful shine there. So we'll take a look at this fully. It's not like I need to unbox a rat one for us to know what a rat one looks like. But I will, because this one's really pretty. The biggest disappointment, though, was in this box. Right off the bat, it's missing the screw there for the steel insert for the lock. So this looks like a ZT562. It is a fake. It's a copy. You can tell the difference in the pivot. These are like full-on sphere indents, and they should be on the edge, and it should cut into the edge of the pivot itself. The clip's in the wrong place relative to the lock stop. Like I said, should be a black screw there for the steel insert. So this is a complete fake of the Zero Tolerance 562. I'm not really sure how I feel about that in terms of regarding the whole company. They're a distributor. Did they know it was fake? Maybe. I mean, it is just as smooth as a real 562. Could probably, if you wanted to, just, I mean, thinking of ways that a sociopath could get away with disguising this to be a real one. But, I mean, I don't know what to do with it. I told the guy I'm not going to unbox this one. And, no, whatever. He said, I understand completely. Sorry for sending it to you. Let's do it. But there, that's that. So, that completes the knives as the light is going down. Been working with Popov Leather. They make some cool products. I've been testing out this front pocket wallet. Never had a front pocket wallet. Didn't know they make front pocket wallets. I've been carrying my regular old wallet in my front pocket. This leather smells delicious, smells incredible. It is designed just for a front pocket. And sent me a valet tray with DocP91B on it. I've never had a valet tray either before, and I hate myself for never having one. It's so convenient to have. I thought they were a little bit rigid. This one's kind of floppy, but it unbuttons, you know, for cleaning and everything. I have to get myself a couple more, you know, different ones on Amazon or something just to compare it to something, because I have no comparison. I have no clue, but I love the leather smell. So I've been looking at these, carrying this around so I can legitimately, like, I don't want to lie to anybody. I want to say, yes, I've been carrying it. It's good. Yes, it's convenient. It is a lot more convenient than a big fat wallet in your front pocket if you only need a few things. If you don't know what you need to carry that day and you just need everything in your wallet, you need to carry the whole wallet. But I really do like this. I really, really like this thing. This is so much easier. It's killing me that I can't remember the company that sent me this with some of those knives, but I'll have to remember it. They sent me a solar charger as well and a water bottle carrier. Don't like this fabric, but I mean this print, but gonna go through a whole series of tests, and that's why I have so many different water bottle shapes right now, so I can see what fits in this, what it holds, what it doesn't, how well it works, you know, to carry any specific water bottle, your favorite water bottle, what it works with, what it doesn't, how it insulates, stuff like that. So this will definitely be a giveaway item though, along with the solar panel charger thing that they also sent. It's not GearBest. What is it? I'll remember as soon as we're done with this video. It'll be in text. We're gonna get to lights in a minute as kind of our last part. I saw these in the store, you know, on the impulse buying rack, and I couldn't help it. These electric lighter things. Yeah, they're cool. And then there's a bigger one. So I bought them. This one needs to be recharged. I want to do a test with these electric lighters versus a real actual lighter, just to see how they work. Like, which would you want to take with you? There's pros and cons to each, but these are just fun to play with. So we've got that coming up. Stuff in the shop. Love working in the shop. So that rifle project, the rifle kind of restoration is still ongoing. We've got some parts coming in. You guys see shop videos pop up whenever they pop up. I want to show you some of the newest stuff that I finished in the shop. This was actually, you remember my DocP water bottle? This is a water bottle I did for someone who's very special to me. Do you like my little fish? She really loves fishing. I don't know if you can see her name up there. There's Katie, and then some fishing rods, right? This is a custom color I mixed up. And then this is a hydrographic print called Naughty Flame. But I laid them sideways instead of up and down, so it kind of looks like swirly water a little bit. This is a Coleman water bottle with another custom mixed green, and then hydrographics. This pattern is called Deceptive or Deception or something like that. This came out very, very nice. We'll be giving this one away too. One of the things that I love working on in the shop, believe it or not, Zippo lighters. They come out so nice, and there's so many different things that you can do with them. Between custom colors and engraving and designs. So I love to just mix up custom colors just to see, you know, with what's left over from what we're working with that day. And I know the light here is not great, and I'm gonna hope it comes out. But there's this one, which is like a darkish grayish green, very metallic-y element to it. The spots you see, it was just sitting on the ground here a second ago. This doesn't have its innards in it right now. This is kind of a lighter green, which got a glossier coating, and then we did engraving on it afterwards. This is very shiny. This was a standard Zippo lighter, orange Zippo lighter. So I just was messing with the engraver, but that's great detail on the engraver, isn't it? And then one of my Air Force career badges. and then fortune favors the bold. I just, like I said, messing around with the laser. Because I'm a big geek, the resolution on this didn't come out too well, but what I really love is the kind of the greenish, speckly space, greenish and black star field. Yeah. I mean, you can do anything. I mean, just so much. And then this is just another mixed up color. Very dark green. It probably looks kind of black. But, yeah. I mix a lot of metallics into the Zippo colors because it helps them stand out a little. And then this is the Naughty Flame again with another tealish color with more of a matte finish in it. Satiny finish. And a little out of focus with the laser. I decided to leave the silver. So, lots of cool stuff being done in the shop, and then transitioning into, you know, flashlights and stuff. This is like a little cheap flashlight I bought. Did the color, did the hydrographics, so soaked in water, still works. We're going to give this away in one of the giveaways, in the giveaway. I've got others like it that we could do and coat or just engrave or whatever. So this steel bottle and this steel bottle will, I don't know if I'm going to do them now or we'll do prizes for the giveaway where they will be like your choice of customization of them, because they come out so nice, you know, when you do them up right. So yeah, more playing with the laser. This breacher bar I named Knock Knock, and put Doc P91B and then Patriot Armory and coatings on the top there. And then this one I got really cheesy with, named it Doc P's Master Key. And then Ready or Not, here I come. Okay, last section to talk about is the lights. So we posted a bunch of stuff. We got a lot of videos on about Olight. Olight is a great company to work with. I'm really glad. They really like to send me stuff when they've got new releases coming out. I asked if they would send some other things, you know, in the meantime, just for us to keep playing with and look at. They have a 3200 lumen spotlight. I'd love for them to send it over. I don't know if they're going to. Lighting Ever has asked me to take a look at some of their camping lanterns, so those are on the way. That's cool. Sofern just sent me, well, they sent me a new light. It's a small tactical light. They're supposed to send this and the newer version of the SF14, which is a small handheld light we already looked at, but they ended up sending two of these by mistake. This is the SP32 Alpha. So I don't know if they're going to want me to send one back or what's going to happen. Obviously, if they tell me to just keep the extra one, giveaway. I've got a lot of lights to do in the giveaway. We've also got, I cannot remember the model name of this right now, but this is a super bright Sofern with just basic modes, and then I can't remember how you get it to do things, but it does different cool things. It's got like 2 different levels of operation, and the review will have all that in it, but this is a pretty nice light. And then there's the SP33, which I haven't even started on, but this is another, you know, up in the 1000 lumen category light. Lightweight, hot. We'll be seeing this pretty soon. Sofern makes some really good quality lights at less than Olight prices, we'll say. I don't like them as much as I like Olight, but they're still pretty good. Found this online. I thought it would be good to check out. So this company makes these lights which you can power with almost any battery source, which is cool. Like, it's not limited to any one battery. The 18650s, or you can put the CR123 alphas in there, 2 of them. It even has an insert so you can put AAAs in there or whatever. the package I found comes complete with 2 lights. So you get 2 of these lights. You get 2 batteries, 2 USB chargers, charges directly in the light, and everything. You have to buy the insert for the other battery types if you want to use them, but that's pretty nice. It comes in this little case. So we'll be checking that out soon. And it's only $16.99 for 2 lights, so it's budget friendly. There's been a lot of interest in stylus type lights lately too. So what I normally carry is this Streamlight Stylus Pro, but wanted to test it up against some other ones. So I found a good one by Coast. Coast makes some really good products. It's a kind of an underrated brand, but they're really good. So we've got this guy by Coast, the G20, to look at. I also found a couple interesting ones online just based on specs to look at. Oh, I have a UV pet stain looking, you know, black light, blah, blah, blah thing to come our way too. By what company? I cannot remember, to tell you the truth. But here is a stylus by Infray. Black light that zooms and zooms out and stuff. So, you know, we can play with black light. And this is, I guess, their sister company, Enjoy Deal. Just a regular old light. 1,000 lumens they advertise, up to 1,000 lumens in this one. I found a great deal on Ultrafire. Ultrafire is a great flashlight name. So I got 10 of these. I already gave one of these away to one of you Patreon members. At the same time, I found a great deal on these ones by Everbright, and I have tested them, and they are really good stylus type lights. So here's what I got. I have 12 of these Everbrights. I have 3 in each color. I have 10 of these, 9 of these. I want to send each one of you guys one of these lights, and I want to laser engrave it with your name on it, or whatever you want on it, really, at the shop. Okay? So, what I need you to do, and it'll come with batteries and everything. Let me, real quick, since it's getting a little dark out here, the Everbright is slightly warmer light. The Ultrafire is just like 50 lumens brighter, but it's that kind of, I don't know, if you like warmer light with what you're looking at, the Everbright's the way to go. The actual difference in the dark is really not that pronounced, but you know, it's all up to you. So what would you like? I guess what works best for this, because like if I don't hear from you, what I'm planning to do is I'll just go by your Patreon information and I will engrave your first and last name, and you'll get a rando selection here. I would love for you guys to send me a Patreon message if you want something other than your actual first and last name, because that way I can connect it directly to who you are, and then I have your address and everything, and I know exactly who to send it to. So either you want Ultrafire or pick an Everbright color. And I promise to get them sent out faster than I got the Kershaw whatever is sent out, the little knives. I can't think right now, guys. I'm super tired. So we've got dark blue, we've got gunmetal, we've got this greenish teal, and we've got red. And yeah, the Ultrafires only come in black. First come, first serve. You know, if I run out of your particular choice, I will get back to you. But ultimately, if it comes to that, I'll give you what's available. But I want to give you each one of these for, you know, your own EDC set. I would be happy carrying either one. They're both really good lights. The Ultrafire is a little bit heavier than the Everbright. The Everbright is a really lightweight light, and if you want something nice and colorful, Everbright is the way to go. If you're looking for something that is flat out tactical looking, Ultrafire is the way to go. So, but you know, I do want to thank you guys for all the support you've given me in this channel. Some of you have been around a long time. Some of you have just started out. I've actually got some supporters that this is like their first month of giving support to the channel. I do owe an Only Awesome Canoes Here a couple giveaways for you guys, and I'm going to work that out for some really awesome stuff. Your contributions really, really, really help me keep this channel going. I can't tell you how much it helps me when it comes to keeping up the subscriptions and getting materials to work on, and you know, finding stuff that it's great when I'm offered samples, but when I'm not and I have to go out and buy stuff, it really helps to have that extra little bit of funding to go out and be able to say, yeah, I can do this video, or yeah, I can pick that up and I can fulfill that viewer request. That really, really helps. So I really appreciate it. I've got some more surprises for you guys coming up, more stuff I want to give to all of you. And again, as we get closer to the giveaway, I'll tell you how we're going to work out your extra entries to give you a little bit more of a leg up than you got last time, because you deserve it. So as always, my inbox is always open for all of you guys. Your viewer requests always come above anybody else's. If you are not following me on Facebook, if you do Facebook anyway, the link to my Facebook page is down in the video description. It's the #1 best way to get in touch with me. It really is. Now, I know some people's names might be different, you know, on Facebook or whatever. Just let me know that you're, you know, hey, it's so-and-so from Patreon in the message, and I'll make sure I get back to you, you know, before anybody else from busy or stuff like that. So, if you have any questions about what's going on, what we're planning with the channel, if you have comments, concerns, if there's, like I said, something special you want to see, if you're not happy with the direction it's going, or, you know, you just want to say hi, whatever, please drop me a line and let me know what your thoughts are and, you know, what you think could be done better. So you guys are some of my most important viewers out there. All right, I gotta get all this stuff back inside, but definitely get back to me about these lights. I'm not going to wait to send them all out like last time with the little Kershaw knives. I waited till I heard from everybody. I'm not going to do that this time. I'm going to send them out day by day as I hear from you guys too, so that people don't have to wait. So the sooner I hear from you, the sooner I can start shipping them out to you guys. Okay? So thank you for your support. Thank you for being there for me, and let me know what I can do to make you happier with what's going on here. You guys are totally awesome, the awesomest of awesomes, and I will be back again real soon.